Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 11 of the Big Blue podcast. My name is Ian Big Blue, and I'm here with my friend Jeff. Today, we have a lot of football to talk about. Last week, we took a break. We didn't discuss going into the divisional games. Me and Jeff made our predictions at the start of Wildcard Weekend, but it's been a long time no talk, Jeff, and I think we have a lot to talk about, really, after the results of the divisional games. So, Jeff, you're a Packers fan. How are you feeling?
I am ecstatic right now. Let me just say that. The first time for a very long time, I feel more confident in this team. Like, even last year, I thought we were lucky to even get into NFC Championship.
Right.
This 49ers team was definitely better last year, and now we have to put ourselves in the mentality of one not done.
Right.
And we just gotta win. That's all we gotta do.
Exactly. And I truly believe you guys have the tools to do it, number one. I really do. I really think you guys have the tools. I mean, Packers, number one. I really like the roster. I really like what you have. I like the players. I like the locker room. I like how everyone's acting. Aaron Rodgers and Pat McAfee every week. It's great.
It's sick. It's so much fun.
It must be so great to see your favorite quarterback on the funniest podcast every single week. Your funniest show.
I was literally watching, like, one day I was like, oh, Pat McAfee, it's a Tuesday. He's like, yeah, no, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the two-time MVP, one-time Super Bowl champ, Aaron Rodgers. And I just went, away. Are you kidding me?
I mean, it's amazing.
Amazing. Um, Yeah, I think this Bucks defense might be a little bit slower because it is going to snow and Lambeau.
It's beautiful. We love to see
So
it.
love to see some snow football in January.
I
A
mean,
little nervous, but other than that,
I'm very excited. Snow football, it's always a great time. I mean, truthfully, I think snow football is honestly better from the at home perspective. It's just very visually appealing, but it's also really cool to be there. But I still haven't been to a snow football game.
I'm a little nervous because the Buccaneers are wearing all white and it's supposed to be really heavy snow. So
Well, I
yeah.
mean, that's a good uniform choice if you're playing at snow.
I mean, I wish we could wear our whites. A lot.
How are you feeling about the
Um,
Bills and the Ravens?
Bills Ravens was
Not
okay.
it was a
Like,
pretty underwhelming game. We can be honest with ourselves here.
yeah, no, I thought the Ravens had like a couple of nice drives in the first half. Justin Tucker not, kicking at those two field goals, you
Mm-hmm.
know,
Right.
hurt their chances. But
I mean, I have
I
questions
think
for.
Lamar
Oh, you.
needs to not. Sorry, I was gonna say Lamar just needs to not throw it into double coverage.
I mean, yeah, it'd be a pretty good bet in my opinion.
Yeah, no, like he had I think enough room to scramble out of the pocket,
Mm-hmm.
and make a touchdown out of it.
Right. So Jet.
But
Oh, sorry.
no, no, go ahead.
So one thing I noticed, and I don't want to get hate, but Justin Tucker, this last season, pretty. I wouldn't say overrated, but I would say overrated. I mean, I know the wind conditions were pretty bad, but I mean, this season I can remember multiple misses just like off the top of my head. From you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, this is definitely a year of or sorry, kickers missing six field
Right.
goals and you know really hurts
I
teams.
think Graham Gano was better. Is better. Straight up, about to
Oh
say so.
god, oh god.
Yeah, man. 29 to 30. 20. I mean, 30 of 31. I think 30 straight. I mean, you tell me. But no, real talk. I don't understand. I mean, here's the truth. It's lucky they didn't lose by 3, or what happened with the Colts in the first week, where the missed
No.
field goal was the difference of the game. This missed field goal was not the difference of the game. The outcome stays the same, and we can't pretend like the Bills didn't miss field goals either.
The Colts are definitely I think better than the Ravens.
Really?
It's because the defense of the Colts knew how to disguise their coverage better. Like
Yeah.
it gave Josh Allen more time to process the information
Mm-hmm.
and slow the quarterback down. So definitely in the second half, it was closer.
I mean, it's also a very interesting take. Like, what's it called? I think the Bills really do have, regarding what we're saying, I really think the Bills can go all the way. I really do.
Yeah, I think the Bills, in my opinion, I said before the um playoffs were being played that the Bills might upset the Chiefs
Right.
if it gets to that point.
And Jeff, what I think is really, I'm about to say something. If I'm a Bills fan, I would rather the Bills not make the Super Bowl than lose in the Super Bowl. And let me tell you why. Could you imagine your team losing 5 straight Super Bowls?
It's just rough, not gonna lie.
Right. So if the Bills go and lose to your Packers, Jeff, Aaron Rodgers will become one of those hated players of football. Again. I'm just saying. After earning all the credibility back, if they beat the Bills, if the Bills go to the Super Bowl, they'll earn it back.
I mean, how could you hate Aaron Rodgers after all these weeks on Pat McAfee show?
I don't know.
Just be
By
honest.
beating a team that doesn't have a ring yet, that's about to lose
Whatever.
their 5th straight Super Bowl. You tell me. I don't know. I think all the matchups for the Super Bowl are very good because think about it this way: if it ends up being Bucks Chiefs, Tom Brady versus Patrick Mahomes. If it ends up being Bills Bucks, it's the Bills versus Tom Brady in the Super Bowl division. If it ends up being Packers Chiefs, you get the State Farm Bowl, and if it ends up being Packers Bills, see, to me that's the game I'm actually most interested in, but that has the least storylines to it.
I think it actually has the most storylines because both quarterbacks have one top 3 receiver in the league right now.
True, absolutely.
Season. And kind of like the rest are kind of supporting cast. It's like who can have matchup to slow the other quarterback down.
Supporting cast all around. Actually, no, they don't. No, they don't. The Bills are better at receiver overall, but the Packers running backs make them a better offense, probably. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Um,
Alan Lazard though.
Alan Lazard, the Lizard King.
Excited from that. Like I started crying because I was like,
you started crying.
Going back.
I love it.
We're going back. I'm just kidding.
All right, Jeff. I have a question. If the Packers win next week, how quickly will you be on NFL Shop buying the Packers Super Bowl jersey?
Only 10 minutes after.
Literally 10 minutes after you're going on the shop. Conference champ shirt, jersey, hat, everything. Or you waiting for the big one?
I already since my birthday was last week. I got a lot of money. So
you're ready to spend.
I'm ready to spend. I'm ready to spend.
You need some new clothing. I already know what you mean. Let's get a win. Let's go Pack.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
All right, but we gotta talk Browns Chiefs. Absolutely gotta talk about it. I think. I think both teams were robbed in certain ways. If the Browns had won, people would have blamed it. Oh, they got bailed. Patrick Mahomes was hurt. But if the Chiefs had won, they did win. The bullshit at the. By the way, can we just talk about the touchback rule when the ball rolls out of the end zone?
It's the dumbest rule in NFL.
It is the worst rule in the sport. It is, without a doubt, the worst rule in the sport. I hate it. I hate it so much. But forget about that. The direct helmet-to-helmet hit disregarded. Come on. Inexcusable.
Jarvis Landry wasn't even close to the pylon in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
So, it doesn't make any sense. It should just be down at the 1.
Mm-hmm. And
instead of
sorry,
touchback.
No,
I'm just running.
No, it's not good. And one thing I really did notice is people can blame the game. Baker was not the problem. Baker played a really smart game. Other than he had a couple mistakes, but he played a smart game, I felt, when I was watching it.
I think if OBJ and become adapted into that locker room, have that kind of rule.
You're lagging. Pause for a second. All right, continue.
I was saying if Odell could become adapt to the locker room and become that true wide receiver one. Chris Landry slides over to wide receiver 2.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been an interesting game.
Right, but here's the
Odell,
thing. The Browns are statistically worse with Odell on the field, and I think that's because Baker likes to force it to Odell. And
yeah, then that doesn't make any sense.
I understand. I just don't. I realistically think it doesn't work as well as you think. I think Odell doesn't. I mean, he fits with the team, but Baker doesn't understand how to use him yet. And with a season and a half with Odell, that's pretty bad.
Yeah,
We
I
have
agree.
one more game to talk about, Jeff. Bucks, Saints. We already know how it went. Bucks won. They overcame their fear of the Saints. Tom Brady sent Drew Brees into retirement. Drew Brees threw 3 interceptions, had a passer rating under 45. I mean, yeah, I think it was under. Yeah, it was under 45. It was not. It was not a great way to go out if you're Drew Brees. But number one, if he does retire, congrats on a wonderful career to Drew Brees. We have a friend who also does a podcast on the what's it called the C Free podcast. What is it, Jeff?
Yeah, I think it's the C Free Sports Pod or something like
Yeah,
that.
everybody check that out. I mean, this is on Spotify and other sites. I don't know if we're gonna really link it, but C Free Sports Pod, look it up. Super awesome. But the Saints, I mean, realistically, they were outmatched. The Bucks are super stacked. I mean,
I
it's
disagree
amazing.
with you.
You disagree with me? Whoa.
I think if Drew Brees had a couple of times on that last pick where it was tipped up, he threw it into double coverage, pump fakes there, you have a wide open on the sideline receiver,
Mm-hmm.
and
Well,
he fit it in. Well, he doesn't have the arm strength.
right. I don't think Drew Brees necessarily was hurting the team, but he definitely wasn't helping the team. Straight up. That
Okay, Jameis Winston.
James Winston is the future of the franchise. But I said it to our friend last week, and yeah, it was last week. He went off on me. He was like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "I know you love him, but we got to be realistic sometimes."
He definitely has the better arm. Let's just say that.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, you know, I don't really know how this next week is gonna go. I am so excited for the concept of Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady versus each other in a playoff game for the Super Bowl. Aaron Rodgers or Tom Brady are guaranteed to be in the Super Bowl. And it's a storyline for both. This isn't the normal Patriots. This is the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers. Oh, and by the way, isn't it funny that like the one weird NFL season with no fans is of course the one with Tom Brady on the Buccaneers?
Yeah, that's a little weird, but I think what's kind of interesting is I think everybody keeps saying oh, this Bucks team is really good. Oh, I was watching the Saints game and they kept running the ball on first and second downs. They did not know how to play offense again.
Mm-hmm.
It really was shocking.
Shocking.
They didn't throw it, they didn't change it up at all. 32 times they did that.
32?
Dominated time of possession. Drew Brees did not get the chance.
I mean, it's sad to see legends go out that way. That's really all I can say. I mean,
Kind of really out like Dan Marino.
But you could agree, there really isn't that much to talk about. I mean, everything that is to talk about is known. It's really about our predictions. And I feel like next week we're gonna have so much to talk about. We're gonna know the matchups, the date, the festivities. Like, I'm just so excited for some good football. You know, it's gonna be great.
Lucky for you, you don't have to be nervous.
Oh, Jeff, you don't understand. I root for fan bases. I'm nervous for fan bases. I'm nervous for you. I'm nervous for Buffalo. I'm nervous for Kansas City as well. I'm nervous for Tampa. All these fan bases, honestly, all these fan bases deserve a ring. Like, Tampa Bay hasn't done anything wrong. That's Brady. So if Tampa wins, I'm not going to be angry. No offense. Because Tampa deserves it. It's it's a completely different thing than the Patriots. So I won't be angry no matter who wins. I think I'd rather you and your excitement be with the Packers, but you get what I'm saying. It's big for both. I mean, I feel like there really isn't much to say here. We discussed everything we really talked about. This is a great episode of the Big Blue Podcast. This is a short one. We'll be back next week with a longer episode. I promise you that. But there really just isn't much to talk about, and we don't want to keep you here for too long. So if you're here at the end, we really appreciate your views. Make sure to follow or subscribe depending on what platform you're listening to. We recently expanded to new platforms. Share with your friends, and thank you for listening. This has been Ian, and I'm with my friend Jeff, and this has been the Big Blue Podcast. Thank you so much.
Thank you.